Good day, everyone. Let me just welcome you with this new topic on topic 8, and that's all about the introductory of framework of tourism supply. And for this, we have the learning objective, and it is to understand the meaning of tourism supply, to identify the different categories and tourism supply components, and of course, to recognize the different sectors that are involved in tourism supply. So, in this objective class, we will be going to talk about the different supply and what are those factors that affect supply and even the components of its supply. So first, let me just discuss what is tourism supply. Okay, from the word itself, supply, it is something to do with all the products and services that is transported into our industry. So it is derived from the summing of all the value of tourism product that is sold by the tourism industry to the tourist. Okay, take a look on this with regards of tourism network and components. So as you can see for this tourism components, we have the properties of tourism supply. So tourism supply is perishable, meaning that it cannot be stored like the other products. So it cannot be examined before one purchase it. And then it is necessary to move from one place to another so that you can have its consumption, and it's geographically fixed at the different places. Okay, that's a tourism supply. So as you can see on the components of tourism supply, we have here the different components, and one of those is the activities, attractions, and transportation. So with regards of attraction, we have different kinds of attraction. We have the natural attractions. So all the physical features that we have naturally. So like for example, the caves, the canyons, the rock, the water bodies, and even the landscape as part of the natural attractions. Then we have also the man-made attractions. These are the attractions that is made by people, and it is actually considered to be one of those mm, very popular on a different places, and that is are considered theme parks, towers, the bridges, the architectural designs, even the temples, the mosque, the churches, and the monuments. For the cultural attraction, these are the historical sites, monuments, local arts and craft, local folklore, and of course the music and dance. Then we have the transportation. The transportation is one of the tourism supply, wherein there's a road, a rail, water, and air. For the road, we have, of course, the different means of transportation like car, the bus, the cycle. And the rail, we have the long distance, the high speed commuter or intercity trains. We have also the water, boats, ferries, and cruises part of the water for transportation, and the air, which carries and operates now for a fixed schedule. We have charters that operate as when it is required. Then we have intermediaries class, and these intermediaries, these are the mediators. As you can see here, we have two. We have the travel agents and tour operator. Perhaps you're already familiar with these two intermediaries, wherein these are the businesses. Usually, the focus is to sell the hospitality and tourism products, and of course, they are the one who deal with the different operating components for a different rates. Okay. And another components is we have the destination. There are different places for these attractions and for tourists to visit. And there is accommodations. We have the restaurants and the tourist facilities. So you're familiar with this destination, and one of the destination is because of the accommodations. We have the hotel, the motel, the lodge, the guest house, the B&B, and a lot more, no, as means of accommodations. We have also the restaurants. So you're familiar with this already. We have the specialty restaurant, the fine dining, the branded restaurants, the theme restaurants, etc. Okay, and then we have tourist facilities, which includes the entertainment, the pub houses, the parks, the shopping centers, and even casino is part of the destination as well. Now we have the different activities class. Now we have the adventure. We have the different options for the activities, and we have the adventure sports. We used to offer also leisure kind of activities, the business activities, and the health activities. So for the adventure sports, we have the mountain biking, the jumping, rafting, and other similar activities now that requires adventure purposes for adventure purposes. And then we have leisure. We have the beaches, the swimming, the dining near water body, and a lot more for leisure purposes. And then business, like if you want to attend seminars, those meetings, and any promotions, that's part of the business activities. And health, of course, attending yoga, any kind of health and wellness sessions. Okay. So we have the categories of tourism supply components. So one of those is the natural components. For the natural components, let's see the different features of this. So we have the climate. So in the natural components class, it's important that we need to also, as a consumer, it's important for us to see the climate, whether we can manage to experience this kind of climates. We have also the milieux of the destination, flora and fauna, the fisheries, and other kinds of birds, and then of course the different kinds of natural beauty of destination. So those are the natural components that the reason why we are there to experience or to explore something as a visitor, to enjoy, it's because of the natural components of this environment. All right. And then next one is the constructed components. These are the infrastructure and the superstructure that is usually because of the surfaces, the underground and ground constructions and facilities. Those includes, of course, we are there to witness the different beautiful sceneries because of the restroom and sanitation, the airport. It includes the parking tubs, the transportation tubs, the accommodations, the museum, the gardens, the shopping center, and a lot of attractions. So these are the constructed components, no? And then of course, what is most important is the operating components because we are there to witness, of course, and experience again the different food services, the transport services, the accommodation services, and the place wherein we can find a lot of attraction. So, if it is all about the operation, that is operating components, of course, that imparts excellence and experience to the tourist. Another components that is we're very particular is the regulatory components wherein there's a need for a public sector. It is the compliance for the government policies wherein we are trying to adopt all these policies and implement the policies and procedures. And as visitors or as a tourist, it is up to us also to follow all the rules and regulations, but of course it is mandated, so we need to follow. We have also the different licensing for the businesses. Of course, they need to be licensed. They have the civil rights authorities and the NGO. So these are the regulatory components that needs a permission or the certification now from the authorities. So all this tourism supply or tourist supply inspires, conduct, and affects the entire tour. So if any one of the above given component does not work well, it impeds the experience of the tourist, and the tour does not turn out to the tourist satisfaction. So it's very important, guys, that we achieve the satisfaction as a business owner and as a tourist as well. So it's a vice versa. Then we have next chapter, and of course that would be final. This would be the last chapter for the midterm, and muchas gracias. Thank you so much, and have a nice day, class.